next, and then there's a few more in the back there I need to cut down. But I think it's pretty good progress for just a couple minutes work. Alright, time to clear out the driveway. I need to be able to get 2 cars in here. Right now I can kind of get one in here, but I'm running stuff over. So I'm going to go ahead and back this thing out and start clearing this driveway out. Let's see what I can get done. Alright, I've got a little bit of cleanup done. I'm going to go ahead and start working on the solar. I've got the least effective solar setup you'll ever see. Hopefully it works. Hopefully it provides us some power. But first, what I'm going to do is I think I found the connection for the 12-volt hookup on this. So I'm going to check that out and hook a battery up to it and see if I get any power to the camper. Once I confirm that, I'll go ahead and start hooking up the panels. Let me just show you what I've got going on for solar here. Got a couple old car batteries. They're pretty old. I actually don't know how good they are. I'm hoping they're good enough. I got the cheapest charge controller you'll ever see. It was like 11 bucks. I got a 200 watt power inverter that was $16 on clearance. And then I got a little $60 25 watt Harbor Freight solar panel. So we'll see how this works out. Wires here, so I guess we're gonna figure out what all these do. Well, it seems that I didn't pack my wire cutters, so I'm going to use a razor knife and some scissors. We'll see how that works out. Okay, well, let me show you what I've got cringeworthy with on the power. I ended up just cutting the wires from the back of the converter box, hooking them up. I can go ahead and connect directly to a battery now. And voila, we have lights. All the lights are working. it's the next day. I ended up getting the power working to all the lights. I did not have the AC power working. I did not get all of the 12 volt run. There's a 12 volt cigarette plug lighter I was hoping to be able to use for charging cell phones last night. I wasn't able to get that working, but fortunately we had a couple extra battery packs, so we just used those to charge the phones. But we did have power for the lights. Then I'll show you, I put up these solar lights on the back of the camper, the side of the camper, and over here by the fire pit. What that does is that lights up pathways. It also adds a little bit of ambient light down here at the fireplace. I think my project for today is I'm going to go ahead and get the inverted power hooked up. Then I'll probably tackle some issues with the sink if I end up coming up with the components I'm going to need today. I did end up finding my wire strippers that I thought I had left at home, so that'll be good because the 110 in here is Romex. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the Romex, splice on a plug, and plug that directly into the inverter, which will be powered off the DC right from the battery. So I'll get that together. I'll show you guys that once I get it back together. And once I get the 110 hooked up off the inverter, I'll show you guys that, and then we'll start tackling the next thing I want to get done today. Alright, so here's my power setup. I got a solar panel on the roof. Solar panel runs in through the window, under the couch cushion, into the power box. Goes to the world's cheapest charge controller. Goes to an old car battery. The old car battery goes to the 12 volt system in the camper and to the inverter. That's a 200 watt inverter. That extension cord from the inverter goes straight to the Romex that goes to the breaker box. Then when I open the side door on this, once the cushion and everything's installed, I can turn my inverter on and off. Alright, so what I'm going to work on right now is the sink drain. It currently drains right underneath the camper here on the side. But what I'm going to do is I don't want water draining right over here. It does have a standard hose fitting connection on it. Someone modified this not to run to the original gray tank. So it just drains outside. I'm going to use these pieces of scrap hose that I was able to come across today. Basically, I'm going to thread the hose on here. I'm going to dig a little trench, and I'm going to let the water drain out over here.